In this short video, I will demonstrate how to manually create a replicated copy of a mission-critical Google Compute Engine virtual machine across different regions for disaster recovery protection, how to keep it up to date, and how to fail it over in the unusual case of a lengthy or permanent outage at the primary region. The first step is to identify mission-critical virtual machines at your primary region, in this example a MySQL server in central United States. Next, navigate to the disks underlying the virtual machine, in this case, a single boot disk. Take a snapshot of the boot disk, specifying a regional disk in your DR region. In this case, we'll pick Canada. This will cause a snapshot to be replicated there. Once the snapshot completes, you can create a virtual machine from the data in the snapshot, which will be an identical MySQL server at the point in time of the snapshot. All of the licensing and subscription of the duplicate is handled by Google. Pick the DR region that's the same as the location of the snapshot. Ideally select the same machine size as the primary. Attach it to a similar network as the primary, for example, a VPC with an ephemeral IP, and open the same firewall ports as the same tags as the primary, in this case MySQL Aurora port 3306. Power on the replica and ideally connect to the application to make sure it recovers properly. In this case, I'll connect to the MySQL database and query a table that regularly updates a timestamp. Stop the DR instance so you don't incur further running costs. It is not necessary to be running except for a test or for a real failover. Delete the replicated snapshot. It is no longer necessary. You have just completed the initial replica. After some period, you will want to update the replica with the latest data. Again, take a region-based snapshot, specifying the DR region, Canada in this case, as the target. This time, however, we do not want to create an instance from the snapshot, as an instance already exists. Instead, we'll create a disk from this snapshot. Swap this new disk with the disk already attached to the DR virtual machine. Make sure to create this disk in the same zone, A, B, or C, as the DR instance, otherwise it won't be able to be attached. Choose the replicated snapshot as the source of this new disk. To swap the disks on the DR instance, edit the DR instance, find the disk, delete it by pressing the X, and then add a new disk, selecting the new disk created from the recent replicated snapshot. Ideally, power on the DR instance and retest that the application is up to date. Here we'll connect again to the MySQL database and check the automatic timestamp table to make sure there's a reasonably recent timestamp. Stop the DR instance after the test to minimize your cost. Clean up the replicated snapshot and the old attached disk, again to minimize cost. They are no longer necessary. Repeat these steps regularly to keep the DR instance up to date. Perform the same steps for all mission-critical virtual machines. If you need to fail over, just power on the DR instance. You can use Google Cloud DNS to update the resolution of a fully qualified domain name of the original production to the IP address of the DR instance. Clients will eventually redirect. There you have it, do-it-yourself disaster recovery for GCP in roughly 4 minutes. Not that difficult, but potentially a lot of valuable time out of your day to constantly click through these steps for all mission-critical instances. If instead of doing it yourself, you are looking for an automation solution, consider our product on GCP Marketplace, Thunder for GCP, which automates all of the steps described and more from a single pane of glass, all for just a $20 per month subscription fee, plus the cost to host our solution as a small VM. Search for Thunder for GCP on GCP Marketplace. There is no commitment to buy. Try our solution for the monthly prorated fee, and if it doesn't suit your needs, you are only charged for the days used and can cancel at any time. For more information, visit our website at www.thundertech.io or write us at info@thundertech.io to schedule a demo. Thanks for your time and good luck on your journey to the cloud.